Good afternoon, one last time from Wampus Cat Field. I'm Levi Gilbert, alongside color analyst and public address announcer Tim Roach. And we've got a special one for you today, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Wampus Cat Baseball here on Conway Corp.
Yeah, I mean, Conway baseball, it seems like it's been around forever, and really, I guess when you're my age, it hasn't, because it did start right after we got out of high school in 1985, and we have several members of the 85 team that are here. Man, it is we've had two coaches in the history of Wampus Cat baseball. Both are here tonight. Noel Boucher, who began it all in 1985, and Leighton Harden, who took it over from him after he retired in 2020, and all he's done is win a state championship and has the Cats nationally ranked now.
It's amazing stuff. And these Wampus Cats this season, man, they are on some kind of run here. 18-0 overall, 10-0 in conference play. You mentioned nationally ranked. They're the number one team in the state of Arkansas among all classifications, according to PBR Arkansas. And they have got their eyes set on some big things. But we've got some special things happening today,
yeah,
Tim Roach.
Lots of presentations of things going on. We'll have some special visitors up here as well. We are going to celebrate the 1985 team, which was the first team ever here at Wampus Cat at our program, and there are several players that have been able to make it back. We've had a presentation of the hitting barn, the Noel Boucher hitting barn. Great new facility out west of the southwest or northwest of the press box. And they're just making some great strides. This is a great night for celebrations. It's reunion night. I went to go pick up the lineup cards, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it back. There's so many people here that are my age, even a little bit younger maybe, but this is just a great time to be at the old ballpark. In
your defense, it normally takes you a while to get back because of
I know, networking.
The chit-chatting, but it was even longer today.
It was great fun. Lots of great folks out there, and love talking to all of them. It's a good night to be out here.
40 years of Conway baseball. The Conway baseball account on Twitter posted this amazing graphic earlier this week. 797 wins in program history. 0 losing seasons.
None. Not a one.
35 state tournament appearances. That's including 33 straight years that they've been in the state tournament. 3 state championships. You mentioned Coach Boucher got them 2 of those, and then Coach Harden got one a couple years ago. 11 state finals and 18 conference championships, winning at a clip of 73% of their games.
Yeah, listen, Noel came in, we'll talk a lot about him, and again, we're going to get a chance to talk to him a little bit later. He came in 1985 and, started the program, everything you can imagine from scratch. But he had some great athletes here that could play some baseball. Conway baseball has been around for a long time in terms of being able to put out talent. And but he had a good group of guys, and they figured it out as they went. And I think the first year they upset, forget who it was, but they had an upset, and it may have been Catholic, in the state tournament. And he was off and running, man. No losing seasons ever. That's ridiculous in 30-plus years. And the tradition continues under Leighton Harden. He's just come in and absolutely winning at a massive rate. This team, special.
This will be our 4th Diamond Sports broadcast here this spring, the 4th of 6. And we'll have 3 straight weeks of Diamond Sports here on Conway Corp on Tuesdays, including today. And then the next 2 Tuesdays will be across the way over at Lady Cat Field, closing out our Diamond Sports schedule with 2 softball games to end the clip here, and then that's it for our broadcast season.
We're back to waiting for football, which I've been waiting for football since about November 29th or so this year. So I don't want to bring up that thing, but can't wait to get back after that. It's going to be a great summer. We will get. I know we don't cover it necessarily on Conway Corp, but we start with volleyball again in August. Man, it's summer gets here, they have a few laughs, a few giggles, and it's back to work.
Defending state champion.
Yeah, they are.
Volleyball.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. But first, for your Wampus Cats, the task at hand today, taking on rival Catholic. They've already played once this year in the first half of conference play. Wampus Cats got out of there, scraped away with a win.
Yeah, 3-1. And, these Wampus Cats have done and I was going to mention this earlier, this year's version of the Wampus Cats is everything a baseball team could be. They're a great fielding team. They hit the ball really well. They have a great team batting average. Their team batting average, 424. 424. So when you walk in to play the Wampus Cats, you better be throwing some BBs, and you better know where they're going, because they're gonna go into the yard somewhere, or some cases out of the yard. But we can talk about them as we go. We're gonna get ready to go here.
Let's
all right?
do it.
All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wampus Cat Field. Ladies and gentlemen, 2025 marks the 40th anniversary of Conway Wampus Cat Baseball, and for this year's Alumni Night, we are excited to have members of the 1985 Conway High School team. This is the first Wampus Cat baseball team. Members that are present tonight include pitcher and third baseman Mitchell Fusilier, shortstop Britt Joyner, center fielder Dwight Lasker, catcher Brian Myers, pitcher and first baseman Jimmy Clark, outfield and pitcher Stewart Flynn, infielder Gary McCartney, infielder and outfielder Rusty Mosley, pitcher and third baseman Bill Patterson, and there are a couple of folks that are not here tonight, but they are here. They are coaching track and coaching softball. One is outfielder Brian Salty Longing and second baseman Johnny Kennedy. Throwing the first pitch out on this Alumni Night is the man who put together the first Wampus Cat team in 1985. Noel Boucher was Conway High School's head coach from the program's founding in 1985. He retired in 2020, and in those 36 seasons, Coach Boucher's team made 32 state tournament appearances, 10 state final appearances, won 17 conference titles, and 2 state championships. Coach Boucher is one of the winningest coaches in Arkansas high school baseball, winning at 700 games in his career while never having a losing season. Tonight, the program is excited to dedicate the Noel Boucher hitting facility located behind the press box. Ladies and gentlemen, to throw out the first pitch on this Alumni Night, please welcome back legendary Wampus Cat baseball coach, Noel Boucher. Just a bit inside. These 1985 Wampus Cats will be around all night. Please make sure to come up and greet them, shake a hand. They're all great guys. The 1985 Conway Wampus Cats. And now, let's talk about tonight's ball game. It is the Conway Wampus Cats versus the Little Rock Catholic Rockets in a 6A Central matchup. Let's meet the players. First, for the visitors from Little Rock Catholic. Batting first and playing shortstop, number 24, Miles Raymer. Batting second and playing left field, number 16, Hayden Roof. Batting third as the designated hitter, number 15, Cannon Burks. Batting fourth as the second baseman, number 2, Jackson Gibbons. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 9, Jackson England. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 23, Sam Boozer. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 34, Ethan Young. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 14, Brody McGee. Batting ninth and catching, number 31, Hunter Markham. And pitching for the Rockets, number 10, Caleb Short. The head coach is Brian Jones. And now here's the starting lineup for your Conway Wampus Cats. Batting first and playing third base, number 23, Thomas Ford. Batting second and catching, number 18, Shawn Cover. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 4, Max Holland. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 2, Willie Voss. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 3, Blake Kordsmeyer. Batting sixth as the designated hitter, number 9, Carter Crow. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 14, London Stewart. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 8, Silas Cicero. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 6, Jackson Robnett. And pitching for the Wampus Cats, number 13, Nate Wanamaker. The head coach is Leighton Harden, and the assistant coaches are Ryan Reed and Mitch Farrell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise as we pay honor to America with the national anthem, a moment of silence, and our Pledge of Allegiance. First up, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, our national anthem. Play ball.
Great job, Tim Roach.
Well, that's PA Tim.
PA Tim, all the sights, sounds, and
Stop.
festivities.
Okay, all right.
I like fanfare for fanfare's sake, especially at the ball field.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, you know. Listen, this is Leighton has changed this year's momentum of this team in a lot of ways. One of it is the pregame and all the activities. I'm so excited about what he's doing here. Good stuff, man.
This is Wampus Cat Baseball live on Conway Corp. Our last baseball broadcast here in our Diamond Sports schedule. Next 2 weeks we'll be over at the softball field, bringing that to you. And hey, a first for us on the baseball mound today. A look at sophomore Nate Wanamaker. We hadn't seen him throw yet in the games we've done.
Not the games we've done, but I've watched him pitch now. This would be about the third or fourth time. And, you know, he kind of we've had some other guys kind of play the role of the guy going out there and getting it done. And we have plenty of people that can throw. This guy right here is pretty special.
Well, he is yet to give up a run.
Knock on wood.
Earned or otherwise. He's boasting a 0.52 whip. He struck out 19 in just 17 and a third innings.
Well, you know, and we know baseball is a funny game, and so you're throwing out ridiculous numbers. It can happen to you, and so I don't want it to be tonight. But let me get this in here real quick. Your Wampus Cat pitcher is Nate Wanamaker, and leading off for the Rockets, shortstop number 24, Miles Raymer. I'm
just listing the impressive stats because they're impressive.
No. Dude, I 100%, and you have to. And I'm not gonna jinx the guy at all here, but I also know that baseball's a funny game. But these numbers are ridiculous. This guy's throwing up, and he's got movement on his breaking ball. It's really, really good, just like that right there.
First pitch from Wanamaker looked like Boucher's first pitch.
Caught the inside corner.
I would have given it to him.
See, I thought that was a strike.
Yeah, they called it ball one.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good pitch.
1-0 pitch, swung on, fouled back, out of play.
The thing about Nate is he really, really, really fills it up. And the good news for him as a young pitcher, and his dad, Scott Wanamaker, was also a pitcher as well, pitched at the D1 level. He's got obviously has the genes to pull this thing off. But he's a different looking guy, and he's a sophomore, right?
Yep, just a sophomore.
Yeah, but a big kid, big strong kid but he never leaves the zone much. He'll lose one every once in a while, but it's nothing at all off the plate. You better come up swinging against this guy.
1-2 pitch was fouled away. Keep the bat alive for Miles Raymer. Raymer, shortstop for the Rockets.
You know, a different defensive setup for your Wampus Cats this year, pretty much on a permanent basis now.
Just got a piece to keep that alive.
Is your shortstop catcher combination, because I think really on a normal basis you're going to, and like next year, you're going to see that swapped, where Cover, it goes to short and Max goes behind the plate, which is they're both in more natural positions really, but that shows you how strong it is. I mean, they're not missing anything by doing it this way. Good pitch.
Comes inside. It's ball 2.
That's a good pitch though. Changes the eye level. And really good defense behind behind Wanamaker throughout.
2-2 pitch, catches the outside edge. Strikeout looking. 1 up, 1 down.
Painted the outside edge there. That was nice. Next up for the Rockets, the left fielder, number 16, Hayden Roof. Yeah, that was painted on the outside edge. Great job by Cover.
First pitch to Roof on the way.
Yes, sir.
And looking a little confused for strike 1.
That breaking ball will do that too, because you got a really high-end fastball. It gets past you real quick.
Got him again. Wanamaker moving fast. I'm not sure that Roof was quite ready.
Yeah, you may see them start some delay tactics here shortly.
0-2 on the way. Popped up out into shallow left center. Going to be called off by Blake Kordsmeyer. Kordsmeyer makes the catch, calling off Holland.
Yeah, that slide was total show by Blake Kordsmeyer right there. We know you can catch, man. We know you can catch. Now that's a great move. He called him off. I mean, I think that Max had it, but an easier catch even in that slide position was Blake. So good job there. Now batting number 15, Cannon Burks.
First pitch to Burks. Had him out in front.
Tall drink of water here.
Man, you're not kidding.
Big strike zone.
0-1. Say it was a little up.
How do you get up on this guy? That's
It is possible.
I mean, I guess.
2 outs, no one's on. 1-1 pitch from Wanamaker. Catches the outside, strike 2.
I think that was a little outside, and Cover brought that one back over the edge. Nice frame job there. Wampus Cats are playing pretty much straight away in all positions.
1-2, way outside.
That'll change your eye level a little bit. Now watch this one. Getting the pitch call from the inside, gets it on his wrist, and Cover gets it in his ear.
2 outs, 2-2 count.
There you go.
Got him swinging. The Rockets go down in order, 1, 2, 3. No hits, no walks. 2 strikeouts for Wanamaker. We'll head to the bottom of the first here on Conway Corp. Back live on Conway Corp. It was a quick top half of the inning for your Wampus Cats. Nate Wanamaker making quick work. Tired the Rockets in order. And got 2 punch-outs.
Yeah, and, really, they had the little pop fly into short left center, and really not any foul balls to even mention. That's the only contact of the inning, really. So,
yeah,
nice
had him real off balance with the off-speed pitch.
The breaking ball had him fooled. But again, his fastball will make that seem so different and makes your fastball seem much quicker than it is. Really good job of slicing and dicing in the first.
Caleb Short on the mound for the Rockets.
All right, here we go. Leading off for the Wampus Cats, the third baseman, number 23, Thomas Ford.
21 hits on the season for Ford. Batting .457. 8 runs batted in. I saw a note somewhere. He's
okay?
He's reached base safely to open the first inning in 14 of the 18 games this season. When he's not getting hits, he's leading the team with 17 walks.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he really good. He fights well at the plate. He's really good about hitting his making contact opposite direction. So you'll see a lot of his well hit balls go to left field. Has a really good way of placing the ball in between the 5 and 6 hole.
1-1 pitch on the way from Short. Just catches the outside. 1-2 on Ford.
Got to go out there and get it. If he's going to take that edge, you got to go out there. That feeds into his strength, though.
1-2 pitch on the way. Holds off. He thought about poking those hands out there.
Yeah, that was a well-placed pitch.
2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Fouled off to the left side.
He lets the ball travel probably as well as anybody on this team, and it's the reason why he hits a lot of his base hits to the left side. He lets it get there very quick with the bat.
2-2 pitch again. Poked it over on the left side. Diving play made by the shortstop. Throw was off the mark, and Ford will reach safely.
And get second base.
Oh, okay. Thrown into the dugout.
Yeah, went into the dugout, yeah. All right, so we got a guy coming up that's going to run for Thomas. So we'll get that in first, and then we'll get Cover.
And we'll call it an E6.
Yep. Running at second base, number 28, Malik Woodley. And at the plate, the catcher, number 18, Shawn Cover.
Shawn Cover having a perfectly adequate season.
He gets special attention on his from his PA guy.
He is leading the team in hits, average, RBI, doubles, home runs, and OPS. And already a little talk to the mound.
Also leads in catcher visits to the pitcher. Shawn is able to do everything I think probably one of the best players that I've seen come out of the Conway from a total package perspective.
Well, and the thing is, with Max Holland back in the lineup, you can't pitch around him anymore.
No, you cannot. And you can't really do it for anybody in this lineup, to be honest with you. The lowest batting average is like 280. So, but Cover sports a 569 batting average and leads the team in home runs. And the thing that I love about Cover is he's able to make a few hacks and misses, but when it comes right to the crunch time, he really doesn't strike out much. Hopefully no jinx there. He hits a lot of line drives.
1-0 pitch, going to be knobbed out into shallow left field. Woodley will advance to third, and it's a single for Cover.
That's not the line drive I was talking about, but he fisted it, strengthened it out there into left field. Hit it where nobody was.
I'll take it.
All right, now we have a courtesy runner because he is the catcher. courtesy running at first base, Kean Brown. And at the plate, the shortstop, number 4, Max Holland.
Max hitting .550, 11 for 20.
I mean, what you want at the opposition, hey, if we could just get Cover up with really nobody in position to advance. Hey, if we could just get Holland up with nobody in a position to score.
He's been a doubles machine, takes first pitch outside for ball 1. 5 singles, 5 doubles.
Doesn't sound like a lot, does it?
Well,
How many games has he played?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He's had 20 at bats.
Yeah.
So
He really hadn't played much. He got hurt before the season ever started. It took him a while to get into the lineup, but
that swung on right down the line, will be foul.
His first game back. I mean, hadn't played anything.
His first game was our last baseball game, which was about a month ago.
He had 2 doubles. He started off the first at bat with a laced double, and I think he hit one to the wall. This guy's he's committed to the University of Arkansas. He's gonna be a Razorback, and he looks the part, man. He is all baseball dog. This guy.
2 on, no outs. Runners at first and third. A 1-1 pitch here to Max Holland. Gets past the catcher. Woodley coming in, slides it home. He's safe. First run across for your Wampus Cats, and Brown advances to second.
Great jump by Woodley there. I mean, that ball didn't get too far away. There was a play there, but it was never close because Woodley got such a great job and a really clean slide across the plate.
So 1 run comes in. Brown in scoring position at second.
Well, and that's the impact right there, Max Holland. You got to try to work the ball away from him, and if you lose it a little bit, you could throw it outside your catcher's realm, and that's what happened.
Pitch from short, swung on, took a big hack at that.
Yeah, that was a good pitch.
Did not connect. It's 2-2.
Inside, Max is saying, well, that was disappointing right there. I really kind of felt like I had that. He did take a hack at it. Now, Max, again, does a great job of hitting line drives, and so if he bounces back and makes good contact here, you can bet it's squared.
Runner at second, no outs. 2-2 pitch on the way from short. That's outside, ball 3.
Didn't get away far enough for Ken to get to third base, so good decision not to roll there. Well, do you put him? Do you just throw something and hope he nibbles, or do you?
You got an open bag over there. I don't know that I would give him anything too significant.
Yeah, don't
here.
sit or cut it. Yeah, it's danger.
Pick your poison.
Yeah.
Full count.
Just
Swung
like that.
on out in the left center field. Couple bounces, hits the wall. Brown will score from second. And surprise, surprise, another double for Max Holland.
Well, he barreled that one up. He hit that one square. The very things, all the things we were talking about. Doubles machine just squared it up. Nicely done, Max. All right, and you go right from that to Willie Voss. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the first baseman, number 2, Willie Voss.
Willie Voss having quite the season for himself as well. The junior hitting .405, 13 runs batted in on the year. He's also drawn 16 walks.
This guy's such a heady baseball player, great athlete, great athletic family here in Conway. And man, you talking about somebody that can just do it all like that, squaring up to bunt. He can do. He is a Swiss Army knife. He can play anywhere on the field. He can pitch. I've never seen him catch. That's the one thing I haven't seen him do. I'm sure he can, but he plays outfield, infield, everything.
He's also co-leader on the team with 10 hit by pitch.
So he's a magnet.
He's finding ways to get on base.
There's a magnet on that Swiss Army knife. It's a good pitch there.
1-0 pitch in there for strike 1.
He didn't like it. Thought it was an inside corner. I thought it was probably a pretty good pitch there.
Still no outs. Holland at second. And more opportunity here for your Wampus Cats. Already up 2-0 here in the first. Pitch from short, shows bunt again, lays it down perfectly to the left side. Willie Voss gonna beat it out, a bunt single for Voss, advances Holland to third.
There's no chance, just elite skills there, no chance. Perfect location for that bunt. Wow. Next up for your Wampus Cats, the left fielder number 3, Blake Kordsmeyer.
Kordsmeyer had a great catch in the top half of the inning. Second out recorded for the Wampus Cats. Kordsmeyer senior hitting .436. 22 runs batted in.
Saw him in the last ball game. I think it was against Central here, and he put one over the left field fence, and it was a no-doubter. His first home run of his career, of his high school career. It went over easy, and he has not been really known for that kind of power, and just absolutely got a hold of one.
What's the wind looking like, Tim Roach?
It's been kind of a little chaotic, to be honest. It's now coming out of the east, which is pushing everything to right field, but before it was blowing literally opposite of that, so I don't know. I have no idea.
Fouled that one off. It's 0-2.
I do know that the cable for the flag is blowing inside the fence. That's probably not right.
Yeah,
that could tangle
right.
somebody up. It's jumping into the fence for a ball.
Well,
Probably.
maybe Kordsmeyer will smoke one over there.
Knock it back outside.
0-2 pitch from short. Up near eye level.
All right, so we've had a lefty, righty, lefty so far. So we've had 2 righties, 2 lefties face short here. All balls have been hit to the left side. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And nothing. And now the one was placed there as a bunt, but they've hit everything to the left side, regardless.
Kordsmeyer stays alive. Count remains 1-2. No outs. Holland at third. Voss at first.
This guy can really handle the bat as well. I mean, we know from his football career, I mean, really good athlete. Count on him to make the big plays. He's not scared by a moment. One of those guys. It's early in the ball game, but this is a good spot here. You want to drive one home, all you got to do is put it to the right side or hit a fly ball, and you get another run in.
1-2 again from short. That one's fouled off on the right side. It will be out of play. Hit on top of the dugout.
Yeah, fighting. Nice.
It's Alumni Night here at Wampus Cat Field, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Wampus Cat baseball. A lot of alumni have come through in 40 years.
Well, man, and some really, really good guys. We have 2. I think maybe I'm missing somebody. I don't want to do that, but I think we have two guys that play in the majors currently.
It's outside ball 2.
One is Jordy Wicks. Everyone I know knows about Jordy. Plays for the Cubs organization. And then you have James Hicks, who ended up going to, I think, finished his college career at South Carolina. And I'm not sure exactly where he is in the pros, but I'm pretty sure he's still pitching in the pros. So not bad for a little high school program in Arkansas. You're going to take a look at that?
Yeah.
He's battled some injuries, as has Jordy. People tend to do that when you get to that next level up there. That's a lot to ask the body to roll through.
It's like he's in Corpus Christi.
Who are they affiliated with? Does it say?
AA affiliate. Oh, that's hit on, poked through the right side. 1 run will score.
Got to get down. Good. Great move. Great move.
It'll be a double for Kordsmeyer. And Willie Voss advanced to third.
Still no outs. That's a great piece of hitting by Blake Kordsmeyer. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the designated hitter, number 9, Carter Crow.
So 3 runs have come across here in the inning. And like you said, Tim Roach, still no outs.
Well, and and they've all been base hits, right? No walks.
Well, the E6 to Ford.
Oh, E6 to Ford. Yeah. They could have had him. That's true. That's fair. Okay.
Carter Crow. You'll never guess, Tim Roach, another 400-plus hitter.
Also has a home run on the season. It was a great moment for him. It was a walk-off home run against Enid, I think Enid, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah,
in the Robinson tournament, and the Wampus Cats went into the last inning down.
It's 4-0, right?
Yeah, down 4, and they had a big 2-run double by I think it was a two-run double, by London Stewart, and then got a couple of guys on. Carter Crow comes up, walks it off with a home run.
Man,
this team has got a little something going on because they have. It's not like they've blown everybody out. Ooh, now hold on.
Swung on.
Hold on.
Out to left field, and it's gone.
And that's a home run for Carter Crow.
3-run blast for the junior, his second home run of the season.
Hey, no doubter. Hold on, Carter. Goodness gracious. Well, 6 have visited the plate. And 6 are across. That's some good math. I love the math.
I like how that works out.
Yeah.
Have a visit at the mound. I believe that's head coach Brian Jones out there to talk it over. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. 6 batters, 6 runs.
Wampus Cats are playing well for the home crowd, and the visitors that may have not been back to Conway to watch baseball much in the last few years, just kind of come back and revisiting everything. And I'm sure the 85 team is saying, yeah, how about some of that? All right, man. And hey, guess what? You get to face London Stewart. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the center fielder, number 14, London Stewart.
London 16 hits on the year, batting .327. Bases empty, still no outs.
All right, so this guy can really hit. I mean, again, all these guys. A lot of these guys are juniors. By the way, we have a big junior class, and they're unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
have great seniors, but just incredible. And you got a sophomore pitching, but London is a guy defensively. I mean, I take him almost over anybody. The guy can absolutely flat out play, very fast, great arm. Great instincts in center field. He's a baseball dude, and the thing that I like about him, which is what you see throughout this entire team, is they bring an attitude to the plate, and they bring an attitude to their defense. They don't come in hoping to do well. They come in expecting to do well, and you can see it with guys like London Stewart.
1-2 count. The pitch from short. That's popped up. Miles Raymer out into shallow left field, and Rockets have finally put away a Wampus Cat.
Yeah. Next up, the second baseman, number 8, Silas Cicero.
So 1 away for Cicero. Getting the start at second today. First pitch swinging. That's going to fall out in left field. Quick work for Cicero. He's got a single.
Oh, hey, we got an out. Oh, hey, there's a guy on first. Made quick work of that. Nice job by Silas. Really, really, really good baseball. I know you say it about everybody, but he's a really good baseball player. Silas Cicero is. Next up, the right fielder, number 6, Jackson Robnett. Fastest guy we have on the team.
Leads the team with 3 triples. And off goes Cicero. He's in safe.
Stolen base for Cicero.
6 stolen base on the year for the junior.
This guy right here, though, at the plate, Jackson Robnett. Next level fast this guy is. He turns a ground ball into you better have it, and get rid of it quickly.
Showed bunt, pulled it back, but it's across for strike 2. So 1 on, 1 out. Cicero in scoring position at second.
Got a battle here.
Oh, 0-2 pitch to Robnett. Low for ball 1. One-two pitch on the way. Got him swinging, just couldn't quite connect on the outside. Out
And
number 2.
We've batted around, though. Next up, the third baseman, number 23, Thomas Ford.
Ford reached on an error to lead off the inning. Then Woodley came in to run for him. He came around to score.
I should have probably waited for that to happen there from a PA perspective. I broke a rule there. He has to re-enter to bat because
Gotcha.
he was just, it was a pinch runner for him.
Yeah,
when he
right.
came in.
First pitch to Ford, catches the outside for strike one.
I forgot that he had, they pinch ran for him.
Cicero at second base, 2 outs. No one pitch on the way. He held up there for ball 1.
This is a guy, I mean, he sees a lot of 2 strikes. I mean, he walks a lot, so he sees a lot of pitches in the ball game.
They checked down. A little late check down, but
yeah,
he did not go.
The guy outfield, one of my favorite umps.
1-1 pitch incoming. Ooh.
A little outside on that one. But he, ump out in the field, I'm not going to say his name, but he does volleyball, basketball, and I don't know if he does football, but he does baseball as well. And he's just a really good umpire. He's not afraid, but he's not afraid to say exactly what he feels the call is. And
well, you respect that.
Totally.
Yeah.
As people know that I got issues with officials, but he's not one of them.
Ford swings over the top, grounds out to second base. 4-3 will end the Conway threat here in the first, but 6 runs come across for your Wampus Cats. They lead 6-0 as we head to the top of the second here on Conway Corp. Back live on Conway Corp, and just 1 inning of action for sophomore Nate Wanamaker.
Was it okay?
He did pretty good. 3 up, 3 down, and now we get to see junior Owen Davenport, who started the 2 previous broadcasts we've done.
So what do his numbers look like?
23 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 4 earned runs on the year, 1.20 ERA. Struck out 38 and whip below 1. It's a .81.
Yeah, the Wampus Cats don't allow much, and he's one of the causes of it. He's your typical lefty. Great breaking ball.
I was looking at it, and your Wampus Cats are giving up 2.1 runs per game, but they're averaging 11 runs per game across the 18. So you can understand why they're 18-0.
Yeah, no, they everything about them is just it fits just right. I mean, they don't have to score a lot of runs, and there's sometimes they don't score a lot of runs, but they rarely give up a big chunk. And again, baseball's funny; it can happen, but you hope it's not tonight. All right, let's get these guys up. Leading off for the Rockets, number 2, Jackson Givens.
Be Givens, England, and Boozer due up for the Rockets here in the top of the second. First pitch from Davenport.
Good pitch.
Comes inside, catches the edge for strike 1.
Had the knees coming backwards. And the chest going forwards, that's and called a strike. That's well placed inside.
One pitch.
Same spot.
Comes right back to it.
Come
but
on.
They won't give it to him.
Oh,
1-1.
I think that was a better pitch than the first one.
That sounds like something you'd say.
Don't you know? You expect
1-1 pitch, fouled off right side.
Yeah,
that's going to be out of play.
Into the trees, so to speak. Yeah, he's moved his eye out there, so now he's busted him inside twice and then went to the outside of the plate. Anything can happen here now. He's got a fastball that's legit, and but he can get you out with it. But that breaking ball he has is nasty. When he throws it, you can buckle up.
2 pitch, up and away. Evens the count at 2-2.
Fastball up now. That really changed the eye level. Jackson is the second baseman.
2-2 pitch, just got a piece.
Yeah, that's the breaking ball there. That's tough. All right, so you up and out with high heat, and then you come in with a breaking ball that he barely gets some of the barrel on. Now he's got you guessing. You have no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
There's no chance you know what's happening here. I think breaking ball, but.
Came inside. Fouled off.
He was thinking breaking ball as well, so he was way out in front there. That ball never had the playing field in mind.
If you're hearing the sirens, it's on our end.
Yeah. Been a lot of activity in that world today.
2-2
That's
again.
a great pitch.
Inside. And catches him looking for strikeout number 1 for Davenport.
That was disgusting. Absolutely ridiculous. Now batting the first baseman, number 23, Sam Boozer. Check that. Number 9, Jackson England, center fielder. I skipped the Jacksons.
2 Jacksons in a row. I understand why you made that mistake.
That's on me. That's ridiculous.
They're not making it easy for you.
No, I had to write my own names in.
Starts him off with the off speed for strike 1. The 1 pitch goes right back to it. He's up 0-2. 2 breaking balls.
The question is, do you dip into the well one more time, or do you just?
I think he's going to jam him inside. That
He's
nasty
outside,
fastball.
Outside. Oh!
Cover was ready to throw down to Thomas Ford.
Yeah, having a little discussion with the umpire. Yeah, that's probably a strike, but yeah, that's too bad there.
1-2 pitch on the way.
There
Comes
we go.
inside, gets him swinging over the top. Out number 2 here in the second.
Nicely done. Now we get 23. Now batting the first baseman, number 23, Sam Boozer. What's a great athletic name. Man, PA guys love this last name.
First pitch from Davenport. In for strike 1.
But he doesn't play for the good guys.
Yeah.
So you don't get that. No TLC from the PA.
No little English on it.
Yeah, no.
Boozer.
Pretty much straight up. We're just going to go with Boozer.
That was fouled back towards us.
Knocked some birds off the wire.
They're like, come on, guys. We're trying to watch some baseball.
What's up? Free seats. Man, the park looks great. Doesn't the field look great?
It looks really nice.
That rain has been very healthy, and
Oh.
I'll tell you what else looks good.
3 up, 3 down.
That's right.
All punched out by Owen Davenport. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Coming up next here on Conway Corp.
No runs for the Rocket.
Back live at Wampus Cat Field.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, the catcher, number 18, Shawn Cover. Now, there's some PA love.
That's that English I was looking for. Cover had a single back in the first. First pitch swinging out to deep right field.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
That's another home run by Shawn Cover.
Team leading 5th home run on the year from the junior. This time a solo shot.
Apo Tucko. Man, did he hit that well. Hit off the scoreboard. Come on, Shawn. Here we go. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the shortstop, number 4, Max Holland.
No time to enjoy that because Max Holland's coming up.
Hey, and no time to really cry yourself a pity party either because, hey, I got to face Max Holland now.
Oh, my gosh.
He's, I'm not sure. I think he's giving me. So I've seen this before out of Hardin, where he takes one of his guys that he knows that can absolutely battle and do all the stuff, and it's like, hey man, take a breath, just hit the ball well. Don't worry about it. With the part, I want you just to hit the ball. And he did it with Cover. Cover took a mighty hack one game. The next swing was an absolute missile line drive, and it's like, there you go. That's all you got to do.
And it definitely doesn't give Short any more time to think about things.
No.
Out there.
Yeah, no. Hey, you want to dwell on that? Yeah, there's no intent. Yeah, I'm sure
that's not what he's thinking.
The last thing he wanted to do was stand there and watch your coach talk to a player.
1-0 pitch swung on over to the shortstop, fielded by Raymer. Throw in time.
Good play.
6-3 for out number 1.
That was a good play. Next up for your Wampus Cats, the first baseman, number 2, Willie Voss.
No one on, one out for Voss. Laid down the most perfect bunt for a single back in the first.
You could walk out there and drop the ball and say, this is where I'm going to put it, and then go back to the box, and then everybody start. It would have been absolutely perfect.
First pitch to Voss comes inside, fouled
off
his leg. Okay.
You don't see many players at the high school level wear any kind of material down there. Willie doesn't, but he doesn't play football anymore because he had a couple of injuries that kept him from that, and so he's focused on baseball, which is great. I mean, I have any problem with that, but at all. But he's an excellent athlete, can pretty much do it all.
There's some names that just sound like a baseball player.
Willie Voss.
Willie Voss.
Yeah, doesn't it though?
Is one of those.
That's a fact. Yeah, it gave him the upside.
Catches up and away. Strike 2. It's a 1-2 count to Voss.
I don't know about that one.
One out.
Oops.
Swung on right back up the middle. Got a piece of Short.
It looked like it did.
The way he's bouncing around made me think it did.
It went in the wrong direction too. I mean, that's the wrong wicket, wrong part of the wicket. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the left fielder, number 3, Blake Kordsmeyer.
Voss 2 for 2 now, 2 singles. And Kordsmeyer back up. He had an RBI double in the first.
Thought about going, just didn't pull the trigger. That's okay, because if it's not where you wanted it. Again, all these guys are really, they're very selective. They've walked a number of times, but they don't mind walking. But they want a ball they can drive.
Voss takes off. He'll take second, unchallenged. Stolen base for Willie Voss. That is, let's take a look, 14th stolen base on the year.
He's quick
for Voss.
No, he's quick. He's not your typical first baseman, by the way. He played all of the last 2 years. He played in the outfield, and so this is his first year really playing.
Kordsmeyer lays down the bunt.
Nope.
Won't be in time. Advances Voss to third, and the second bunt single for your Wampus Cats here today.
Oh, hey, by the way, Blake can run. What a fast dude that is. All right, here we go. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the designated hitter, number 9, Carter Crow.
Last at bat for Carter. He took a 1-1 pitch out to deep left center field, a 3-run blast. Guess what? He's got 2 on again.
Oops.
1 out, runners on the corners for Carter Crow. Little pickoff attempt over at first.
Carter again, not necessarily. I mean, he's known for his power. He can hit it at the wall, and he obviously hit it over the wall. But he's a line drive kind of guy. He really muscles the ball around the park, but obviously can drive the ball out of the park when needed, when he catches it right.
Kortzmeyer will take second.
There was going to be no chance to throw out Blake Kortzmeyer. Got a big jump. All right, base hit scores 2 here if you hit it in the right spot.
The 0-1 count to Crow. 1 out here in the second.
Good pitch.
Catches the inside, and short is up on Crow, 0-2.
That was a real good pitch.
Voss at third, Kortzmeyer at second. An 0-2 count here for Crow.
And drive it to the right side, and you'd be happy with it.
Pitch from short, just stayed alive.
Took a mighty hack at that for an 0-2 pitch, so he felt good about where he was. He actually, I think he got more of the zone than what he really wanted there. That's a little bit too much of the plate, 0-2. But if he tries to throw the outside edge, Carter's got enough muscle to muscle it out there into the right field.
0-2 pitch again. Line through the hole on the left side. 1 run scores. Second run coming across, play at the plate, throws in time, but the catcher just did not scoop it in. And it's a 2 RBI hit for Carter Crow. Man, 5 runs batted in for Crow.
And Blake Kortzmeyer getting dirty. What's that all about? Next up for the Wampus Cats, the center fielder, number 14, London Stewart. Yeah, that was well done. I mean, he bulleted that ball. That was well struck. The shortstop had no chance.
So Crow at second. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Stewart. Up and away, ball 1.
Excellent job by Blake Kortzmeyer at short to get a great jump on that because now it's in front of him, so he gets to see the ball, but he has to hesitate just a second because the ball is between him and third. He comes up with that ball and you're trying for third. You're an easy out.
Yeah.
And so he picked it up his pace after it got by him and still scored.
1-0 pitch from short. Outside, ball 2. Nine runs scored here for your Wampus Cats, and they are not done.
Yeah, they got ducks on the pond.
2-0 pitch. Stewart comes inside for strike 1.
That ball probably looked more inside than what it really was. It was a good pitch. It was a strike. But he thrown everything off the outside edge and then came back in, so nicely placed there.
Stewart 0 for 1, flew out in the first. That's fouled out of play on the left side, and it's a 2-2 count.
All right, got to protect a little bit here. He had a fly ball out, right, his first time out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Out to left field. Or excuse me, it was actually a shortstop.
Shortstop got it in left field, yeah.
Swung through. Catcher found it in the glove, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs here in the second.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, the second baseman, number 8, Silas Cicero.
Cicero 1 for 1, had a single and a stolen base back in the first.
On 1 pitch.
Yep.
Yeah, has only seen 1 pitch. That's his second pitch. Yeah.
Called strike.
Very, very active first at bat and night on the pad.
0-1 pitch swung on right back up the middle. Crow coming in all the way from second, and 10 runs have scored for your Wampus Cats.
That was a BB, and great job by short to get out of the way of that and fairly athletic to get back on his feet. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the right fielder, number 6, Jackson Robnett.
Cicero, 2 for 2, 2 singles, an RBI, and a stolen base.
Filling up the box score, man.
Robnett 0 for 1, struck out back in the first.
A lot of space out here on the right side.
First pitch, swinging, fouls it off.
That was headed in that sad spot. So they're holding Cicero on at first, and so it creates the natural gap. You've got the second baseman playing more up the middle, so there's a big hole out there.
That's up and away. 1-1 count.
And again, ground ball to the left side. If he goes the opposite way, he can make it a challenge for you so fast.
1-1, up and away, ball 2.
You don't get Jackson, you get the top of the order.
well, yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
2-1 pitch on the way from short. It's outside. 3-1 count to Robnett. Jackson's drawn 10 walks on the year. Pitch on the way from short. Called a strike. Throw down. Bounces past the shortstop. Cicero safe at second.
Decent call. I think probably a strike. I'd give him that.
The full count here to Robnett. 2 outs, runner at second. Jackson fouls that out of play. Keeps the at-bat alive. 6 runs scored in the first. 4 runs have scored so far here in the second. Full count. That's down for a walk.
First walk of the night, I think, for the Wampus Cats.
That is correct.
Wow. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the third baseman, number 23, Thomas Ford.
So Ford 0 for 2. Reached on an error in the first. He's got runners at first and second and 2 outs. First pitch swinging right back to short. Gloves it. Gonna toss it over to first for out number 3, 1-3. 4 runs scored here in the second for your Wampus Cats. They lead 10-0. Top of the third coming up next on Conway Corp.
Leading off for the Rockets, the third baseman, number 14, Brody McGee.
Owen Davenport back on the mound.
Nate did pitch Thursday night. They were, I forget where they were.
Bryant.
He pitched 4 innings.
Okay.
So that, and for a Wampus Cats, that's a lot.
That's
a
lot,
lot,
yeah.
a lot of innings. So came in sharp 1 inning and give him some rest. You bet, because Thursday night this week is Little Rock Christian.
Over at Christian, yeah.
And they have 2 losses.
1 to us.
Yeah, and I forget who the other one was to. I'm guessing either Cabot or Bryant. Maybe North Little Rock, but a very talented team. Solid number 2 team in the conference.
Well, it was a long wait for Davenport, and he's fallen way behind here, 3-0.
All right, so that last breaking ball, he lost the grip on it. Let's see what he does here. Good pitch.
No green light for Young. It's 3-1.
Kind of a get-me-over fastball. It's the 8-hole hitter, so you would think you can kind of go at him and just challenge him here.
The 7-hole.
Oh, he's 7. There you go.
That's hit up the middle. Max Holland made a diving attempt at it. Couldn't corral it in. It's a leadoff single for Young.
First hit for the Catholic Rockets.
It is indeed.
Oh, that was, I think I did Brody. Yeah, I did.
I don't know that I agree with that.
Now batting number 14, Brody McGee. The first was Ethan Young, and I missed him. Man, that's twice. These guys with these numbers killing me.
They ruled that an error, Tim Roach. You
Did they
agree with
really?
that? Yeah.
Okay. They had a hit by pitch. Not a very good start to the third inning here.
So Young at second, McGee at first after the hit by pitch.
Yeah. 31. Yeah. Now batting the catcher, number 31, Hunter Markham.
So things have gotten interesting here in the third.
Yeah, I don't like this as much.
2 on, no outs. First pitch to Markham is in for a strike.
It's not as much fun. However, what it does, though, is it brings everybody into the ball game. Before, it was just slicing and dicing with the pitchers, and the outfielders and fielders had no play. Now they got something to deal with.
So on to Markham, swung, just got a little piece of it. Ends up in the glove of Cover. It's 0-2.
This is the 9-hole hitter, and I spoke not so glowingly of their 7-hole hitter, and he.
You called him the 8-hole hitter.
Well, because I thought he was. I thought it was Brody McGee, and it was 14, not 34, or 34, not 14, and I lost track of things. But, yeah, so you got to pay attention all the way through a lineup. But
you're juggling a lot, you know?
Yeah, we do have some stuff going on.
It's the 40th anniversary of Conway baseball.
Yeah, but I'm not and I appreciate you trying to give me out, but I'm just not going to. I'm not going to go.
Not going to take it, okay.
No,
Spoils another one
not.
foul. Remains 0-2.
They will be at the top of the order after this at bat, and that'll be Miles Raymer.
Two on, no outs. 0-2 pitch again from Davenport. Got him swinging for out number 1.
All right. Now we're back on track. Now batting for the Rockets, number 24, Miles Raymer.
It's a 4th strikeout for Owen Davenport. He's faced 6 batters, struck out 4. Faces his 7th batter now here in Raymer. 1 out, 2 on. First pitch up for ball 1.
He's kind of changing things up and down here and there. I like some of the noodling around with it. He's able to dial it in when he wants to. That's the good news.
That's fouled back. A 1-1 count.
Teamwork by the Wampus Cats, getting the baseballs back for blue here.
One pitch from Davenport.
Ooh.
Just up.
Yeah.
Ball 2. Two-one pitch on the way.
Yes, he did.
Couldn't hold back. He goes across, and it's a 2-2 count.
Great pitch there. Up. 2-2. You don't want to mess around too much and load him up here, so you want to come get him.
Goes off speed, and that's poked out into right field. They'll hold the runner at third. A single for Raymer has the bases loaded for the Rockets.
All right, here we go. It's getting interesting. Now batting number 16, Hayden Roof.
Roof flew out to left field, back in the first.
That was a squirrely base hit there. It didn't have a lot on it, but just absolutely couldn't put it out there any better in terms of placement. But Jackson Robinette on a hard charge, got to the ball quickly and held the guy at third. Good pitch.
First pitch off speed, comes across for strike one.
That had a little bit of little anger on the backside of that one. Owen's not necessarily real pleased with what he's got going on here, what he's kind of served up here.
Bases loaded, 1 out. 0-1 pitch from Davenport, up and away, ball 1. Cats up 10-0 here in the top of the third, but Rockets threatening to get on the board. 1-1 off speed, just a little too far inside. And ball 2.
No place to put him. Need to try to get back in a better position here.
Comes a 2-1 pitch.
Good pitch.
Inside.
Well, he's got
strike
him
2.
He's got him jumping, man. They that inside pitch that these righties are seeing, they're not seeing it very well because they are buckling just over the inside corner basically.
Which you would think they'd be able to see a little better coming from the lefty, but yeah. All day it's been like that.
Yeah, no, they've been a little jumpy. Layton calling a timeout, coming out to talk. Hopefully it'll just enough to say, all right, here's what we have.
Here's what I want you to do. Strike him out.
just throw a strike here.
Can
and
you
then
do
we'll
that?
Yeah, I don't know. With a 2-2 count, you really don't expect anything funky out of the batter, other than what he could be talking about is, all right, look, guys, here's where we're going to play. Here's where I want you to go. I want you to get the out. Don't worry about unless it's just right in front of you. Now we have seen, and I don't know if it's Billick or Davenport, I can't remember who it is. They've gone home when they necessarily didn't have to, and it's been a thing. So it may have been, hey, just as a reminder, you get the ball. Here's where I want you to go, because they're not playing up.
2-2 pitch. It was off speed. It's down and in, and it's a full count to Roof.
They're playing double play depth.
Nowhere to put him. Payoff pitch on the way.
Yes, sir.
He went. Big strikeout there for Davenport.
Man, gosh, what a pitch. Way to battle. Now batting the designated hitter, number 15, Cannon Burks.
Burks struck out to end the first inning. He's 0 for 1, and it's 5 Ks now for Davenport. Love to see him get one more. 2 outs, bases loaded for the Rockets. First pitch. Did he go? They're going to appeal down.
No, he did not.
He said he did not.
And I didn't think he did either, but it was a really awkward move at the ball anyway. And when you're 7'7",
yeah,
there's not a lot you can be really other than awkward in the box about.
It's hard to hide.
Yeah, this guy's a tall dude, man.
1-0 pitch inside, catches for strike 1.
Put on the headset right there. No, you're not. No, you're not. All you're going to do is you're going to talk some baseball. We We're talking to the entire Conway public viewing area.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up so I give you a little bit, so we can be here again.
Same height.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'd call it that. Talking with Noah Boucher here. So
how are you, buddy?
I'm good.
We'll let Levi jump in if there's a big play, and I may have to go down there and talk about somebody coming up. Hey, congratulations!
Thank you.
Oh,
I enjoyed it.
I mean, I know all the what you're able to watch and see with these guys is from a program that you started back in 1985. And I've told people, hey, in '83, I remember we tried to make a run at it early in '83 with Wayne Longing and had some guys that could play. Mark Turner could play, and those guys. But man, so proud that you were able to get it off the ground. And I mean, you didn't. There's not been a lot of anything other than success. What was it like to get it off the ground and build it? What was that like?
Listen, you want to listen to some of my nightmares?
No, it's okay. So I know it's some in there.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. It was interesting, but once you figure out really where you're going, and I've told people before, we started at the YBMA.
Yeah. Okay.
And what they had football off season, and then when football off season was over, then we came to the ballpark and spent about an hour working on the field so that we could have a place to play, and then we practiced baseball. And so once we moved over here, I thought, okay, we're on campus, we're going to have some stuff, and it turned out to be we were going to put things together with parent help, and that was okay. It wasn't like I was going to get torches and pitchforks and head toward the administration building. That wasn't it. Just tell me what we're working with here and what we're going to do, and we came to an idea. And so many people have put so much hard work out here and raised money and built fences and built bleacher covers. And
let me get Cobra up here.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, number 18, Shawn Cover.
Good player right here.
Yeah, boy.
Just a minute. I'll be here in a minute. But anyway, once we figured that out and we had some stuff going, then everything put together, and when we moved over here, I drew a picture. I drew what it's going to look like, kind of a profile, and anytime someone would come up with, hey, I've got some extra, that's over his head. Yep.
Bottom of the wall.
Double for Shawn Cover.
Yep.
Good deal. They'd come up with something, and I'd say, I know exactly where that's going. And so I could take that picture and say, here's what we got. This is where the plumbing goes. This is where the electric goes. That's where the scoreboard's going to go, boys. And then so whatever came available, we just, had some place to go and had some. And over the years, you end up building a pretty nice place. I think it's nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Oh, absolutely fantastic.
It's I knew it was time to retire. Hey, it's time to get out, time to do something else. And it's
okay.
It's like better than I found it, so I'm okay.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, the shortstop, Max Holland. So let me ask you this. So, and I know you don't want to be too serious about this stuff, and I'm good with that. But for 33 years, is that right? 33? Is that what you did?
85 to 20, so 35, 36. Yeah,
so,
I was named the coach in 84. So.
Okay. So, but for all that time, there's a lot of changes. I mean, kids are kids, and that doesn't change. But their wants, desires, how they deal with their parents, all that stuff. The people you talked about, the guys that are outside that get involved in your program. That seems like a lot of time to try to manage it to the point where you're successful at a straight line. You're always successful, but you get all this other stuff changing. What do you attribute your ability to be able to kind of move with the times?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, and I don't know that I've ever been asked that one. But at the end of the year, we met with all of our seniors that left, of course, and appreciated them. And then we met with the other guys who were going to come back and say, here's what we're feeling. Here's what we need to do. Yeah. And, you don't beat your head. You're not going to stand in there and go, okay, hey, listen, we're going to hit a bunch of homers when you got kids that weigh 110 pounds. You're just not going to do that. And so what can we do? What are we going to do? How are we going to win these games? What are we going to do with this and this and this? And I think you got to roll with it. There's been years where we sat back and just let everybody swing. And then there's been years where we stole a whole bunch of bases and bunted. I mean, you have to be willing to do those things. And I thought we did a real good job of putting our kids in a position where they could win.
Well, Coach, you obviously did that. Your record stands for itself, and your impact on the community the high school baseball in general. I know everybody knows that. So you're literally a legend in the game. Those of us who are in the community, I know. Those of us who are in the community, don't take that too badly. So much appreciate what you've done, and you've set this program up to the point where everybody expects it to be at a level that it is.
Yeah, that's one of the things we set up there. I told, and I credit my father with this. And bless his heart, he goes, you don't want a good team. You do not want a good team. And I said, I don't. He said, no, you want a good program. You want a good team every dang year. So we build a program, not a team, and I took that to heart. Yeah, that was exciting.
Well, appreciate you, Coach, and thank you for all that you do and you've done.
I appreciate you guys. I love listening to you all year long.
Well,
gosh.
Well, enjoy your night. Hope you get some fish out of this deal.
I'm going to do that.
All right.
If I got to go steal it, I'm going to go get it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy. See you, man. Appreciate you.
Legendary Conway coach Noel Boucher.
Noel Boucher. That's a baseball dude right there, man.
Man, I loved you don't want a good team, you want a good program. Like it.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, the first baseman, number 2, Willie Voss.
Well, he certainly handed off a good program to Coach Leighton Harden.
Yeah.
He's just kept it going.
Well, but Leighton, to his credit, though, I mean, you take on, you have a program that's completely established. Everything's in place. All the stuff's there. All the everything's been built with the right thing in mind in building a program. So you have that. That's great. But you also have to follow Noel Boucher.
Yeah.
And so, and I think he recognized that as well. That's a thing, man. That's going to be hard. So great. I've got stuff to work with. Wow, I got to follow Noel Boucher. And so, but he's done a great job of doing that.
One pitch to Willie Voss is going to be fouled out of play. It's 0-2. We'll catch up on what's happened here in the inning. It was a leadoff double for Shawn Cover, and then you got Keon Brown running for him out at second base.
Did Max Holland strike out?
He struck out.
What is that all about?
I know.
What are you doing over there when you're watching the game? Are you not paying attention? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
So one away and a runner at second here for Willie Voss. Willie's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Also has a stolen base on the day.
That's a good pitch.
And he strikes out swinging for out number 2.
That was a really good pitch. Wow.
Short still on the mound for the Rockets.
Kind of finding his zone there. Next up for the Wampus Cats, the left fielder, number 3, Blake Kordsmeyer.
Blake 2 for 2.
Base hit takes the goose egg off of the inning. You'd like to see that.
He had an RBI double back in the first and a bunt single in the second. First pitch swinging there, right back to short. Almost beat it out.
You got to be careful, man.
1-3 for the third and final out. Quick inning here for the Rockets. Top of the fourth coming up next on Conway Corp.
Thank you.
Back live here at Wampus Cat Field. New pitcher on the mound for your Wampus Cats. London Stewart, the junior. He's pitched 11 2/3 innings on the year. A 1.20 ERA. And 26 strikeouts.
I looked up and saw lefty and thought it was Owen.
Thought it was Owen back out there, yeah. Owen.
So we do have another change, though. Max Owen is at first.
Okay, yeah.
Titch please a new pitcher for the Wampus Cats. The new pitcher is number 14, London Stewart. Also this change, first base, Max Owen.
So final stat line for Owen Davenport, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, no runs, and that was after the bases got loaded in the third. He shut it down.
Who is that? So that's Blake that moves to center. Is that? I'm not sure. Is that still Jackson over in right? I don't think it is. I have to make some changes there. Now batting number 2, Jackson Givens.
We need our man Will Thompson back up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, David.
Or excuse me, yeah,
David. but so I know that's Blake in center. I can't really. That's not Jackson Robinette in right.
Could that be Carter Crow out there?
Could be. It could be. And I'm trying to figure out then who's in the left. Because Carter does play in the outfield, but I can't see the number.
Well, maybe Willie Voss moved out to left.
Absolutely. You know what? I think that's exactly who that is. Because I thought I saw 7 and it's a 2. So Willie Voss into right, and maybe that's. I don't know who that is. Maybe Carter out there.
Maybe Crow in left, and
yeah, it could be.
Okay,
we'll see.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, it'll come to us.
Hey, do you remember Kylan Tatum?
The name sounds very familiar.
I think he graduated in 2023.
Yeah.
Did he go by KT?
Yeah.
So I was out the other night, and sometimes people look at you, right? Because they know you from Channel 5.
Yeah.
And he just was looking at me a little longer than normal. And I said,
you got
hey,
uncomfortable?
I said, hey, do I know you? And he said, yeah, I'm Kylan Tatum. Played baseball. And
yeah.
Beautiful pitch from Stewart. Rings up Givens for out number 1.
You're supposed to reach out to them. When can I get you to do that?
I did.
Oh, come on. Did you? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I said, do I know you?
Now batting number 9, Jackson England.
Alex says it's Voss out in right field.
Voss in right. Okay, that makes sense.
So maybe Crow in left field, maybe.
Could be. Yeah, that's.
So anyway, it's Alumni Night, and I got to see KT the other day.
Yeah, look at you.
And he said, yeah, I used to play baseball, and I'm like, man, well, they're really good right now.
They are really good. They had the Rockets. Last inning really had promise for at least, at the most a breakout inning, but then at the very least, getting a run across. And no.
Catches the outside for strike 2. Stewart up 1-2 on Jackson England. What you got there, Tim Roach?
Well, so I have family. Sam Roach is a 10th grader on the ball club, and so his dad, Brian, who occasionally can be a decent soul.
Occasionally, yeah. Okay.
Went and I purchased a ticket, and he went out and went and got it for me. So I'll say thank you to Brian and to his family.
It's a nice younger brother move.
It is. I mean, it is, and I'm sure that there is some stipulation behind it. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Well,
I'm not gonna. Surely I can't just say it's strictly on his goodwill and.
Yeah, younger brother's not known for doing things
really.
Just out of the kindness of their own hearts.
And I'm easy on him too, by the way. Totally easy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like you are easy on the refs and stuff. Yeah, sure. Another punch out for London Stewart.
Don't conflate opposite issues. Nice pitch.
2 up, 2 down, 2 Ks for Stewart.
All right. Now batting number 23, Sam Boozer.
I know you want to, but you just won't. You won't do it.
Not
for a Rocket. I get it.
Just
cool name, but not going to make it sound cool.
No, I will not.
Stewart had him way out in front. It's ahead 0-1.
You know, I've seen, to me, London is the kind of guy that has a look and feel as much as, you know, because in high school you play 7 innings as a standard. So the closer role is a little bit different. And a lot of times you don't really necessarily have that. You play, you know, you could do like what Leighton did one year, which is 3, 3, and 3. You just had a guy, you know, the kind of rotation. But he has look and feel of a closer kind of guy. Just comes in, has some nasty stuff. He has a different mechanics about him. Ball gets to you really quickly. I like the way he pitches. He's just a fighter out there, man. He reminds me a little bit of Austin Rainey in terms of just kind of his demeanor out there on the mound. You're not gonna out-mean him and out-tough him. All three of those pitches were at the same exact spot.
2-out walk for Boozer. Keeps the inning alive for the Rockets.
Now batting number 34, Ethan Young.
Young reached on an error in the third. Got all the way around to third.
Sorry.
You keep reaching down for that fish.
I know. I'm going to stop doing that. Yeah, it started with a bad call from the PA guy, thinking that he was somebody he was not, and said, well, he's not going to hit the ball very well, and then there he did.
I thought it was a hit, but
was it E? They gave him
that's
an E?
what they ruled it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a tough play. That when your shortstop's diving across the middle of the diamond and doesn't make the play, I think that's going to be a hit, to be honest.
First pitch outside for a ball. I think that's 5 straight balls.
Yeah, I think so. And they're all on the outside, so he's pulling it across his body just a little bit. See what they dial up here. Yeah, same
outside
spot
again. Ball 2.
Almost expect them to call a different pitch to throw the motion off, but you do have a lefty up, which kind of makes it more difficult.
Had such a great start to the inning. 2 punch outs. Then a walk to Boozer. Now behind 2-0 on Young.
That's a good pitch.
Catches the outside there. 2-1.
Didn't work back too much. It wasn't like it was a center cut fastball. It's a nice pitch at 2-0 after having some control issues over the last few pitches.
2-1 pitch to Young.
Yeah,
Trying to catch it outside again, but a little too far. 3-1.
I tell you what, if you throw one across the middle of the plate here, now he ripped one earlier, but if you throw one across the plate here, it may really look inside. You got the outside edge.
There we go. Full count. 2 outs, runner at first. Boozer at first after drawing a walk. Payoff pitch to Young. Down and away. That's 2 consecutive walks. Given up by Stewart.
Pitches are in the same location as well. Missing down low and to the right side box. Now batting number 14, Brody McGee.
McGee reached base in the third. First pitch, hit by pitch.
That was after the hit or the error.
Yep.
So 2 back-to-back pitches by Owen that didn't go well, and it led to the bases being loaded, but no runs came across.
Stewart got McGee chasing up. Gets ahead 0-1.
Not that that you necessarily want to see it, but we are at the 10-run rule for the 5th, after the 5th, so we still have to get through a couple of innings. But and it's not that critical that you get a 10-run. There's no conference number there with the 10-run piece. But at this time of year, if you can save some arms, a few innings here and there, because again, you get a tough game coming up on Thursday against Little Rock Christian. That's going to be a battle at their place.
2 outs, 0-2 pitch to McGee. Gets him swinging.
That's great.
Stewart battles back. 3 strikeouts here in the 4th. Rockets still remain scoreless. Bottom half coming up next on Conway Corp. Live at Wampus Cat Field. Short still on the mound for the Rockets.
Leading off for the Wampus Cats, the designated hitter number 9, Garner Crow.
Crow
forgot to decide. Did he enter the game? I call him the designated hitter.
You know, I've been wanting to ask Thompson about that, but that is caught in foul territory. First pitch, 1 out.
I'm asking David if he gets free. David's had a lot of activity tonight.
Yeah.
He's managing a lot of stuff going on.
I meant to ask him that during the break, and I got caught up talking to you.
Sorry about that. Now batting this pitcher, number 14, London Stewart.
Stewart 0 for 2.
Get to try to help your own cause here.
Yeah. He wants to get in on the hit party.
Come on.
12 hits for your Wampus Cats on the day.
Well, strikeout aside that he had earlier in the pop-up, he can really throttle the ball. He's a line drive kind of guy.
1 pitch. Spoils it foul on the left side. Nice hands over there by Coach Harden. Caught it off the net.
Did he?
Yeah.
Way to stay in the game, Coach.
0-2 pitch from short.
There it is.
Wow, lined out in the right field.
Spoken into existence.
Nice.
Nostradamus.
Maybe my favorite Tim.
I only try to call good things, that's for sure. All right, looks like Malik is going to come in. So, in for Silas, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah. We'll look at now do the legal thing here and allow the change, allow the blue to say he's in. This will be Malik Simpson. He's a second baseman for the Wampus Cats. All right, so we have that. Now batting for the Wampus Cats, number 1, Malik Simpson.
Malik's got 2 runs batted in on the year. He's drawn 4 walks. Scored 13 runs. He's been a courtesy runner off and on.
Yeah, good athlete. This Malik has lost his dad before the season started. His dad in a tragic accident. His dad's such a pillar for this Wampus Cat program and for the community. Super dude.
Nice sharp hit right back to the pitcher. Over to second for 1. 1-4-3 double play.
Pretty good.
Turned by the Rockets. Quick inning here for Catholic. Top of the 5th coming up next on Conway Corp. Conway Wampus Cat Baseball live on Conway Corp. A lot of changes in the field here at the top of the 5th. Got a new pitcher in, Silas Cicero. Shawn Cover in at shortstop. Max Holland in behind the plate.
Some changes for your Wampus Cats. New pitcher for the Wampus Cats. New pitcher is number 8, Silas Cicero. Behind the plate, Max Holland. At short, Shawn Cover. At second base, Kean Brown.
Max Owen at first. I think we
No.
meant.
Mm-mm.
Or no,
He's
it's
Max.
Willie
Yeah,
Voss.
Yeah. Willie Voss at first.
We're pretty confident it's Carter Crow out and left.
It is, and it's Crow in left, Robinette in right, and in center field, London Stewart.
Just-
Lots of changes for Wampus.
Just say it all, Tim Roach.
It's the whole lineup. All right, 31. Now batting for the Rockets, number 31, Hunter Markham. Yeah, the entire lineup, other than the only person. There was one non-change, and that is Thomas Ford.
At third, okay.
I'll have to do a PA announcement before I lost key here shortly, so you get to see some of that.
First pitch swinging, strike.
Silas is another one of those Swiss Army guys. I mean, he can play pretty much anywhere on the infield, and really has a nasty breaking ball. Good pitcher. Also a junior.
15 and 2/3 innings pitched, 20 Ks on the year.
Mm-hmm.
Only giving up 1 earned run.
That's pretty tough. That's not bad for a guy that doesn't pitch. I mean, a tremendous amount. But I mean, literally, if you get to one of these guys, you turn around and the next guy that's going to come out there hasn't given up a run yet. And I mean, and it's just a long string of those kind of guys. But yeah, it's been that way all year long.
Whew.
Good pick by Max Holland. Max started as a freshman behind the plate. He didn't bat as much back then, kind of a lanky kid. He has really filled out.
Swung on out in the center field.
No danger.
Just one step back.
Can of corn.
Kordsmeyer puts it away.
Can of corn. Now batting number 24, Miles Raymer. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a hotel key turned into the concession stand. If you're missing one, it's there.
Miles Raymer, 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the first and hit a single back in the third.
The sun is getting in that spot pretty quickly there, Levi.
Swung on.
2 cans of corn.
Another fly out to center field for Blake Kordsmeyer.
Pretty easy up and down there. Cicero, king of the pop-up. Now batting number 16, Hayden Roof. Yeah, the west side visitors bleachers casts a shadow that is cutting halfway across the pitcher's mound. It will envelop it quickly, and that'll be what you'll see here shortly. And also means, by the way, you better have a nice pair of sunglasses if you're playing third, short, or left field. It gets brutal.
Rockets down to their final out. That's a ball, 1-1. If Catholic can't get a run across here in the inning, be a shortened day for your Wampus Cats. 1-1 from Cicero. Did he go around? He did indeed.
Good call by my favorite ump. Even if he called check, I'd still say probably favorite.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
I mean, I could say that now, right?
Yeah, exactly. I
Is
don't
that
know.
Is that where you're going with that?
I don't know that you would
Come on, man.
say he's your favorite if he said he checked on that.
That's Galveston. Yeah, but the sun, the shade's going to start causing a little bit of problem. It already has to go through from the sun to the shade to the sun very quickly. We watched. I was watching. I think it was Central last time we were here, and about this time of day, we had 2 or 3 balls that went to the left side that they never ever saw. And walk.
Not the walk for Roof.
We've done that. We did the exact same thing last time.
Yeah, got 2 outs and then walked Boozer and Young.
All right. Now batting the designated hitter number 15, Cannon Burks. And then we had Cicero had his shades on his hat and tried to take a throw from first base and never saw it. I mean, threw his hands up like it's I've seen the coaches get hit with balls. It's tough. This time of year.
Burks 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Pickoff throw over to first base. Keeping Roof honest. 2 outs, 1 on for the Rockets. A 1-0 pitch to Burks. Swung through, big swing. Couldn't connect, it's 1-1.
Nice pitch there.
One pitch. That's dirty.
Wow. That was they call one of those the sword swings. You just kind of wow.
It's like you just committed in your mind that you were going to swing at that.
Your body just can't they can't catch up to each other.
1-2.
Ooh, that's
swung on, hit hard out in the left field. It'll drop. So a walk and a single keeps the inning alive here for the Rockets.
So a terrible swing followed by a very good swing. That made squared up contact there. All right, once again, we're in the same position. Now batting number 2, Jackson Givens.
Givens 0 for 2 with 2 Ks.
2 outs, and we had nobody on, and all of a sudden we had 2 outs, 2 on, and then 2 outs and full. Just don't see that happen again.
First pitch up in the zone, ball 1. One-zero pitch from Cicero inside. Ball 2. Runners at first and second for the Rockets. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 2-0 pitch from Cicero. Got him swinging.
Wow.
2-1.
That was a nice pitch right there. Never left the plate, just enough of a break on it to get him to fish. Close.
Down and in. Ball 3. South's going to have to dig deep here.
Yeah,
It's inside. Another walk here in the inning for the Rockets, and bases are loaded.
Need to battle through here. Coach's visit. So, yeah, we've seen this now a couple of innings back-to-back here. Wasn't it last inning that this was the exact same scenario?
Yeah, last inning, Stewart struck out the first 2 batters and then walked the next 2.
Yeah. So we need to kind of, and that'd be one of the things that Lane's saying here. Look, I mean, you need to throw strikes.
Second time in the game that the Rockets have loaded the bases. They couldn't bring anything across back in the 3rd. Chance here with 2 outs, trailing 10-0. If they can't get a run, are we switching pitchers here?
We are, Shawn Cover.
All right.
So I did not see him talk to the blue, but we'll go ahead and go with it here. Let Shawn get a couple more pitches in. Your attention, please. Pitching change for the Wampus Cats.
Shawn Cover on the year, 6 innings pitched, so been used sparingly.
Yeah, he's had to catch mostly. So with Wes out, with Max out. Sorry, Wes. With Max out a little bit. Let me get him in here. Your new Wampus Cat pitcher, number 18, Shawn Cover.
So who's moving over to short?
I would guess Cicero moves to short.
Well, that would make sense.
Kean stays. Yeah, that's kind of his been. When Max was out, that was his normal position, and so you expect him to go back there. Keeps Kean at second, who played a lot of second this year. So I still see Kean out there. I see Willie, and Cicero staying out there, so he'll go short. And the never-changing third base, Thomas Ford.
The anchor.
The anchor of the infield, Thomas Ford. And we're facing the middle of the lineup here. This is 5-hole hitter here, so you got to probably need to change it up. That's probably a good move here by Coach. Now batting, number 9, Jackson England. Yeah, you're right. This is the top of the 5th, right?
Yep.
Is that who that is? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You looked at me like I said it wrong.
Just looking at you, this game's gotten interesting here in the 5th.
Yeah, I know.
England 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch from Cover. Swung on right back to Cover. 1-3.
Well,
that'll do it here in Conway.
Hey, can I do something here before we get out of here?
Absolutely.
So,
do you need to?
Yeah, let me close out.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you for doing my duties.
I'm helping you.
And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Our final score: Wampus Cats 10, Rockets 0. Once again, we do have the fish and chicken out in beyond left field. $20 tickets. You can purchase them at the concession stand if you'd like. Lots of stuff still going on at the good old ballpark. Thanks for joining us this evening. I want to say this about a guy that is coaching in our junior high program, Colton Jackson. He's a longtime Wampus Cat. Went to the University of Arkansas and started as an offensive lineman for the Razorbacks. Came back after he went to school, came back here to coach here, and he's been coaching at the high school level, and then now he's the offensive lineman at the junior high.
Yeah.
And where he can focus on really coaching that up. That was the kind of some of the stuff that Buck James was putting in place. Coach Lampy is his head coach out there. Well, we talk a lot about family and what the Wampus Cat family is, and the coaches and the kids and parents and everybody being engaging. It being a very community-oriented program. And I'm very proud of that, and I'm very proud of being involved in the organization, a part of the Blue Bloods organization here as well. We really want to keep this thing tight around our community. They do great things for the kids. Colton has given so much to this program, not only as a coach but as a teacher, and all the things he does in the program. Colton, they have a brand new baby, and it was discovered that he has bacterial meningitis. And by the way, I've traded some information back with Colton, and he's okay with us talking about this. Colton and his family, they're going to need a lot of help. They're going to be at the hospital. There's a 14-day treatment here. It's a really critical situation for them and his family. And so they're going to be spending a lot of time at the hospital. And so it's on Facebook as well. But if you feel in your heart and you're willing to give to the family, there's a way to do that. You can do it through the athletic program. They will take anything that you want to offer up as well. And I think they have a couple of different ways to do it through like the normal, like a Venmo and the cash app kind of process. Anything that you can give, they're asking that if you want to, great. If you feel like it, great. If you're someone who prays, who goes that route, please say a prayer for their family. If you're willing to give anything, they'll take anything. And I will tell you that again, there are a lot of families that need kind of help as they go through it, and I'm focused on our Wampus Cat family because that's what my focus is. So I can just tell you that they are well deserving of anything you might do. And so praying for the Colton Jackson family, again, great family, and hope for the best for him and his young kid.
Thanks for sharing that, Tim Roach. It's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Big special night here at Wampus Cat Field for this Conway baseball team and the program as a whole. It was Alumni Night. Part of the celebration was honoring the 40th anniversary of the 1985 Conway baseball team that began the program.
They represented pretty well, I thought.
They did indeed. And your current Wampus Cats represented well. Big game for them. 10-0 win here at home. They moved to 19-0 overall.
Wow.
11-0 in 6A Central play. And like you said, a big game coming up Thursday for them on the road at Little Rock Christian.
Yeah, they had to focus on this one. And, again, there's a lot of distractions, positive distractions, but a lot of things going on tonight. So there was a little bit of worry there. They only won 3-1 against Catholic in Little Rock. But they have to turn around Thursday night, and it's the number 2 in the conference, Little Rock Christian Warriors, and they are tough, tough, tough.
We will be back on the air a week from tonight, next Tuesday, across the way over at Lady Cat Field for some Conway softball. My thanks tonight to the entire 5 Sports crew. We were happy to bring all of Alumni Night to you live, wherever you were watching from, on Conway Corp and on YouTube. And thanks, as always, to our executive producer, Jeff Matthews, watching back at home. Jeff, we hope you get well soon. Get back out here with us. He's Tim. I'm Levi. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Go Cats.